Alright, everybody. How you doing? Bay Ragney here. Totally Driven Radio, Totally Driven Entertainment. I've been meaning to do this for over a year now. A good friend of ours, Mr. Tony Luke, of Tony Luke's, or I should say Tony Luke Jr. of Tony Luke's here in Philadelphia. He's been known to do, to host the show Franken Foods, and he's done his own internet show, Food Mashups, and I told him my food mashup, and he was probably a little perplexed, disgusted, intrigued. So, I'm going to make mine for you right here, right now. And it's kind of very simple. It's just a sandwich, but I'm going to start and I'm going to make it and then I'm going to pull the surprise out. So, actually today I went to the supermarket and I just found this new 3-cheese Italian bread, which when I used to make this sandwich when I was a kid, I just used the regular American bread, regular white bread. So, we're going to change it up a little. Because, you know, everybody loves more cheese. So, we have our new 3-cheese bread. And on a lunch meat sandwich, you got to put mustard. Mustard is a necessity. So, I'm going to put my mustard. And I like a lot of mustard.
Excuse you, pardon.
Now, when you're doing a lunch meat sandwich, because I already stated that everybody loves cheese, so when I used to do this sandwich when I was a kid, I used to just eat American cheese at the time, but since I've gotten older and matured, I've expanded my horizons, I've gone on to Swiss cheese as well. So, being the fact that I only have one slice of American cheese left, we have our American cheese. Here goes our Swiss cheese. Now, this would be like my typical Saturday or Sunday afternoon when I was a kid. Be making, I'd sit at the dining room table, like I'm doing now. And lunch back in those days was just a lunch meat sandwich. So I'm going to make my lunch meat sandwich. So, there you go. You have your cheese. Now, we're going to put on what some of you might call ham capicola. You see right here it even says capicola. But as an Italian, not a Mexican, an Italian, we call it gabagool. You know, when I would go to the little corner deli for my mom to get the lunch meat, she would write gabagool. Not capicola, gabagool. So, here's the gabagool. Say it slowly. Gabagool. There you go.
And that's Godzilla.
Or, if you can't even do gabagool or capicola, spicy ham. Yeah, it's the ham that's on an Italian hoagie. Alright. Continuing into the vein of Italian, you got your Genoa salami. We got one. Now I'm just noticing, as I look at my lunch meat pile, it looks like we're out of bologna, which is a key ingredient, but I do have a substitute for bologna, which, and again, I didn't use this back in the day. So, there you go. Another layer. And I guess you can say we like pig because now we have imported ham. So we're going to put some imported ham on there. I got a bulldog trying to get onto the table to eat the food. Here is my substitution for my bologna. Liverwurst. Some people were like, oh my god. Liverwurst is good. It's not bad. So I'm going to break it in half. I'm going to put a piece on each half. Now is where we're going to put the secret ingredient. Lunch meat is kind of wet and sticky and gooey. So, what would be happening is I would sit here at the table and I'd make my sandwich, and then I would be eating the sandwich. And this particular thing would be sitting in front of me on the dining room table. And one day I took a bite of the sandwich and I took a bite of my secret ingredient at the same time. And I was like, wow, this works together. So what I did was then make another sandwich because I like to eat. I made another sandwich and I put the special ingredient in the sandwich. My mother thought I was nuts. My mother freaked out. I've told my wife this concoction for 20 years now. And this is the first time I'm truly making it in my home. My wife won't even be on camera because she doesn't even want to see this. My children have heard about this sandwich for many years and they've been dying to see this. So, lo and behold, we have the secret ingredient is Oreo cookies. Believe it or not, Oreo cookies. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a cookie here with the liverwurst. I'm going to put a cookie here on that side. And I am going to close off the sandwich. So here we go. Now I'm going to cut it in half because it is a big sandwich. What did they used to say back in the day? We make a Dagwood sandwich. Well, here's a Baywood sandwich. And you see, you got your lunch meat, you got your mustard, you got your cheese, and you got your chocolate. So it's kind of like a sweet, spicy. So here we go. You ready?
All I heard was the crunch.
Mmm. "30 years later, it's still damn good." For more goofy videos of myself eating, or anybody else here at Totally Driven Entertainment eating, or foods we're trying, or God knows what we're up to, go to totallydrivenentertainment.com. Look for us on YouTube, Totally Driven TV. Look for me, Bay Ragney, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Totally Driven Radio. Listen to us all week. Listen to all the shows on our network. And remember this very important matter. Stay driven. Oh, well.